2020 has certainly been a challenge for all of us, because we had to face a challenge that we were not prepared for and that nobody expected in our lifetime or in our modern world. And yet we are still in it. But there are some things that we can learn out of 2020 and bring into 2021 to make 2021 the best year we ever had. So that's why in this video I want to talk about the 5 most important things that we can take out of that experience and how to bring it into this year to bring the juice and the life back in 2021, to make 2021 meaningful again and to bring the joy, happiness and love back into our life. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So the first thing we could learn out of the last year, and it's probably the most obvious thing, is to take care of our physical and mental health. And what I mean by that is not just to exercise to get a lean body. I mean to strengthen our immune system, because our immune system is your body's defense line for everything out there, for all the toxins, bacteria, viruses that we have to face on a daily basis and that our body wants to protect us from. So how do we do that? Obviously, if you're smoking or drinking, it would be good to reduce that or stop entirely. But in general, it would be good to have a healthy diet out of a lot of fruits, lots of vegetables, drink a lot of water to stay hydrated, and also try to manage your stress, because stress can actually shut down your immune system. So it would be good to take a couple of deep breaths during the day or do some meditation exercises. Or as we have our mindful moments in which you can easily for 1 to 3 minutes just shut down, listen to it, release all the stress and tension you have in your body, and then go on with your day. And if you really want to go all in, I can recommend doing a cleanse. That's why you probably know I do alternate day fasting, and I always break my fast with a morning routine cleanse out of lemon water, some celery juice and a heavy metal detox smoothie. So if you're interested in that, maybe give it a shot. The next thing we have to take a look at is your mental health, because especially during lockdown I noticed that a lot of clients developed a negative self-talk pattern, which means that they started to focus only on the negative things, on things they don't have at the moment, things they can't do at the moment. And of course that can lead to depression, frustration, loneliness and all these things that we don't want to experience. That's why it's so important to be aware of what you're thinking and what you're focusing on, because the meaning we give to things determines the way we feel. And if you only focus on what you don't have, then obviously you won't feel good. But if you focus on what's good at the moment, on the things you like at the moment, things you love, things you can be grateful for, this will be the game changer. Which also leads us to the second thing we can learn: being more grateful. Because the same happened to me. At the beginning I was like, I can't go bouldering anymore, I can't go out, do some calisthenics in the park, I can't go out and enjoy nature anymore. And I'm just a human as well, and I struggled from these problems too. But I knew how to shift it, and so I focused on what's good at the moment, what can I be grateful for. And in every stage of life there are things you can be grateful for. There are so many things. I'm so grateful to still have a job. I'm grateful for my beautiful, beautiful wife Lisa. I'm grateful for the place I can live, for the healthy food that I can afford, for our beautiful fluffy cat that's sitting right next to me down here. There are always so many things you can be grateful for. And what I did during lockdown is the first thing in the morning, every day when I wake up, is to think about what I'm grateful for. And it can be the most simple thing you can imagine. It can be the cozy bed I'm lying in, the warm pillow I'm lying on, or whatever it is. And even if these are just super small things that we usually take for granted, if you do that the first thing in the morning, you set up your brain to focus on what is good. And you can bring that energy through your whole day. And even if something happens, you can reset. Take a moment, do a little meditation or something, center yourself again and focus consciously on where you want to go. The third thing we can learn from last year is to take more care of our relationships. Because usually when everything runs normal, we tend to focus a lot on ourselves, things we want to do. And we have some kind of relationships that are important to us, but we don't spend so much time with, or we don't communicate with them as much as we would like to, because we don't find really the time to do it. But then once we end up in lockdown and we get disconnected from everyone, this is when we realize how important that person actually is to us, and we start to miss them. This is a pattern that I saw with a lot of clients in the past year. So if we start to prioritize more to include our relationships into our lives, we can not just develop a deeper bonding with everyone, but we also bring more love, more joy and more growth together in our lives. The next thing we can learn from last year, and something that unfortunately many people had to learn the hard way, is our finances, and to save some money, because so many people lost their jobs, they had no savings, and it took quite a while to get some help, and they really struggled a lot, and I feel sorry for every single one of them. And yes, it is really hard to save some money. We have a lot of expenses, a lot of responsibilities, and at the end our money flows in every kind of direction. But there are always ways to save some money, and one of the things you could do with it is actually to invest it and not just put it on the bank. Because as we can see at the moment with cryptocurrency, it explodes, and I think from last year it went up more than 200%. So just imagine what would have happened with your money if you had invested last year. And if you did, I'm really happy for you and congratulations. So what can we do for this year? Saving some money and investing it to grow our finances. Which also brings me to the fifth thing we can learn from last year. And this is growth. What I mean by that is that a lot of people started to have way more time than before. Maybe you lost your job, maybe something else, maybe just had a part-time job, but a lot of people had more time. So what can you do with it? The best thing you can do at any point in your life when you got some time is to grow, which means learn something, get stronger, smarter, better, whatever's important for you. And you can do that by reading books, doing online courses, join masterminds or group coaching sessions. Whatever your goal in life is or whatever interests you, there is a way to grow, and I can recommend to go for it. So how can you make 2021 the best year ever? It's by creating a vision for yourself, a vision for your future, by setting goals and by creating habits that will lead you there, by implementing what we've learned from the past year and bring it into 2021. Because when you do that, you will be healthier, you will have better relationships, you will be happier, you will have better finances, and you will grow in any way possible. And for that reason, we decided to do a free group coaching session for all our members on Patreon, to give everyone the chance to create that vision, to create that life in 2021. And if you're not a member yet, but you want to join a group coaching session, don't worry. All you have to do is to join us until the end of January and you will be part of it. Just click the link below and choose any membership level you like, because every membership level will get that group coaching session. And we will make sure to create that vision for you, that driving force that brings you forward, and to create a happy, meaningful and fulfilling life for you. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I see you either on Patreon or in the next video.